the YouTubes, it's me again, Colin from ISM.
I will be showing you my movie collection, a collection of Blu-rays, DVDs, and VHS tape, and I will give a little input about each and every single one of these, because they're all good in one way or another. These are CDs and tapes, so those don't count, but these do. First, I want to talk about the sponsor of this video, POCKY. I'm going to start by giving you an honest review of what it tastes like. Now that is delicious. Starting off, we have probably my favorite, or many of my favorites that are put together in this 4-film favorite of the Batman collection. And these movies, wow, these are some good movies. And this is why I am a DC fan, more than a Marvel fan, I guess. I don't think I have any Marvel movies in there. But yeah, these are some really good movies, you know. You got Michael Keaton as the first two Batmans. Val Kilmer is always good. George Clooney was actually a better Batman than everybody says. But yeah, I have some really good actors. There's some really good origin stories. And, this is one of the best 20 bucks I ever got. I think I got this at the, Cracker Barrel gift shop, actually, for like 20 bucks. It's definitely, served me well. Also, these are, double-sided discs as well. So one of these, I think the first one is one side is Batman and the other side is Batman Forever and Batman and then Batman Returns and then Batman Forever and then Batman and Robin. So yeah, great movies, very dark and brooding. I suggest to anybody wanting to get into some classic superhero movies.
B.
So keeping on the train of Batman, I have Batman Begins. Now, I actually haven't really watched this one, but I just like the word Batman, so a lot of these I get at Goodwill or Salvation Army, or Stuff is the name of one of them, or just any other thrift stores, so I think that's where I got this one. I got this one for about $3. So, yeah, I definitely still need to watch this one. There's several of these that I haven't watched, or at least haven't watched in a really long time, so it's widescreen edition, so you know, and it's one of this year's best films. 2 thumbs up all the way, even though I think this was made in like 2002 or something. Next we have everybody's favorite script, B-Movie, Jerry Seinfeld. Now Jerry Seinfeld also suggests B-Movie 2, but this is B-Movie 1, and as you can see, I paid $2.99 for this at Goodwill, and it's also widescreen. So yeah, I remember seeing this come out, and obviously it is an instant classic for both adults and children can enjoy. It's just a good movie. It's really just silly and plenty of meme culture, as you kiddos call it. So also DreamWorks makes some good movies. I'm pretty sure y'all don't already know, but my favorite holiday, of course, is Halloween, so you can't have Halloween without Beetlejuice. Another Michael Keaton, you know, you'll start to see a few trends. Not that I have a lot of Michael Keaton movies, but this is another Tim Burton. Tim Burton also did the, Batman movies as well. So, you know, this one was also a Goodwill, another trend there. You know, this is a spooky classic, PG, fun for the whole family. Yeah, you know, there's not really much to talk about this. This is one of those seasonal movies as well, so I really only watch this like once a year around Halloween. It's also a 20th anniversary deluxe edition, so I think there's some bonus features in there as well.
C.
So this next movie is kind of important to me for many reasons. Next we have Child's Play. Now, growing up, this movie always used to terrify me. I've always been deathly afraid of dolls, but this movie I watched when I was maybe 15, so, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's not too scary, it's almost kind of funny in a way. It's very entertaining overall. This one I think I got at Best Buy, so it has the very special, cover on here that I haven't seen anywhere else. it's very cool what they did with the design on here. Yeah, I mean, it is rated R, but that's just because back in the day, that was what everybody, there was like 3 ratings. So, yeah. And our next common category of Disney Channel original movies, starting off with CloudNine. Now, this one I haven't seen, or at least not in a really long time, but, you know, this was another Goodwill one. I don't think it has the sticker on there. I think it was $2.99 like the rest of the Goodwill movies. But yeah, Disney Channel original movie. You know, it has Dove Cameron. Dove Cameron is probably one of my favorite actresses, and you know, is an inspiration of me as an Inspire actor. She was in Liv and Maddie, which there's 3 episodes of Liv and Maddie. So I should probably watch this one. You know, there's a lot of bonus features on this one. Continuing on our train of animated movies like B-Movie, we have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I used to have the first one, but we can't find the disc. And also, to that inconvenience, I don't know where the disc is in this one either. I think it's probably downstairs or something. But yeah, the first one was really good, but I was very pleased with the second one when it came out. No, it's not as good as the first one, but I did really like the concept. And it's charming, a clever comedy for the whole family. I don't have it on Blu-ray, but, you know, it's a good movie. This one is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I'm pretty sure none of you have ever even heard of it. But, this next movie is Colin, which is my name, of course. Whenever I would Google myself, this would always come up, so I actually got kind of curious, so I purchased this. This movie exists, and it is definitely a B movie to the max. There is hardly any dialogue in this, you know. I'm just kind of rambling on, but, it really is the most touching film about a decomposing corpse you'll see all year. 4 stars. And they say that this was a $75 movie, which obviously it was made in, if you watch it, it's obviously made in the UK, so I don't know how many pounds $75 is, but yeah, they definitely spent all that money on probably like the makeup and all of that, because they really, it's a gore fest movie for sure, but that part I think is done very well. Probably if you watched a movie that didn't have your name in it, you wouldn't like it as much, but yeah, I really do like this. Also, it does have a pretty good soundtrack. So, another Tim Burton movie. We have The Corpse Bride. This is one where, you know, I just kind of watched this one at Halloween as well. No, it's widescreen edition. Goodwill. I think this might have been at Goodwill twice. It was at one Goodwill, and then they didn't want that and gave it to another Goodwill, if I had to guess. But it is a piece of genius, you know. It's spooky. It's kind of got that. It's definitely like Nightmare Before Christmas, of course. It's got the same style and everything, but it's an instant classic, you know. I don't really have much else to say about it.
D.
Another Batman movie. We have one of the most notable Batman movies here that most of you probably know Batman for, which is, of course, The Dark Knight. Now, this is a good movie. I don't think it's as good as, like, the original 4, but I do really like this one, of course. You know, I thought, Heath Ledger was a really good Joker and everything. And while Marvel was starting off with, like, Iron Man and all of that, DC brought back The Dark Knight, which just threw them out of the water. Good movie. You know, still dark and brooding and everything. Everything you expect from a good Batman movie. This next one is not a movie. It's actually much better than a movie. It's several hours longer than a movie. And it's only part 1. For this one we have Darling in the Franxx Part 1. I got this one at Anime Midwest, I think, last year. Yeah, last year, I think. And $35. So according to all this, like, $2.99, this one definitely boosts up the price. And it's also Blu-ray, which I don't really care whether it's Blu-ray or not. I do kind of like the cases they have for the Blu-ray, though. But yeah, this is one of the best animes out there, for sure. It's rated MA, so, you know, it's just really good. I didn't script any of this, just, you know, but, so yeah, this one has, like, the first 12 episodes, I think, They have them in, you get subtitles, you can do the sub or the dub version. They have several of these, discs in there. And then they just have, like, the first few episodes, and some of them are bonus features, and, well, then I kind of want to get part 2, but I still don't, I usually just stream this, but once in a while I'll actually break this out and watch it. I also, kind of want to see the difference between the dub version and the sub version, because I'm very impressed with the sub version, which is what I'm pretty used to, but, you know, I also might do a Darling in the Franxx, video at some point. So, I really like this. I have not one, but 2 copies of Disney Descendants. And you would be saying, ISM, why do you have 2 copies of Disney Descendants? And I'll tell you why. So, I really like this movie. You know, Dove Cameron, of course. This was actually made like a year after she did CloudNine. And, Cameron Boyce is in it, which is such a shame that he died so young, because he was such a good actor on Disney Channel and everything. But, I ordered one of them off of eBay, which I think it was this one. But then I also got one at Goodwill, so what ended up happening was, so the one at Goodwill, the case was really nice, this is with the case, but the actual DVD, which I switched them, you'll see why the DVD for that was incredibly smudgy, so it was pretty garbage. And then this was the case that came with the one for eBay, and as you can see, it's very wrinkled. They didn't take very good care of that, but the DVD was in great condition. It didn't skip, so I just kind of did a trade. So now I have this one with a bad cover and a skippy DVD, but, you know, I might give this to a friend, you know, because it is a good movie, and they're not bad, they're just born that way. As you can tell, I like anime, so I have the classic Dragon Ball Z movie. Now this one, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen yet, but I did pay $3.99, so that's $1 more than the rest of these Goodwill movies. But you know, Dragon Ball Z, it's a classic. I've always been more into those more independent, less mainstream animes, but you know, Dragon Ball has always been a classic, so I should probably watch this at some point. Now I present you the dumbest movie of all time. Dude, Where's My Car? I think I also got this one at Goodwill, or not Goodwill, but one similar to that. I think it was Salvation Army for $3.99. Same price as Dragon Ball. This was a early Ashton Kutcher movie. You know, he was in like some Access Hollywood or whatever, and Open Season. I think he played Elliot from Open Season. But yeah, this movie is just dreadful. It's really stupid. Like, I'm really like Dumb and Dumber. Dumb and Dumber is probably my favorite movie, but just like dumb that down so much. It's the whole plot is they got their car stolen and they have to go find their car, and then there's like aliens and crap. I don't know. It's a weird movie. It's probably free on whatever streaming sites y'all do because it's that bad. It's so bad it's good. I will say that. So bad it's good. Everybody's favorite, the Fred movie. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Like this movie is actually really good, and I don't mean that in like an ironic way. Like, I actually really enjoy this. I think Lucas Cruikshank is really funny, and I thought the original Fred was quite entertaining. I think he's more funny than annoying, to be honest, and some of you may disagree, but I actually really like this. It's like a teenage Dumb and Dumber, kind of. I think it's really funny. It's very rewatchable, which is the #1 thing about all movies, and I'll always say my favorite movies are ones that are rewatchable, like this one, so I do really like this one. I think it's got some good lulls.
H.
You know, he doesn't have to walk, because it's Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. This one is 4K Ultra HD, but I don't own a 4K Ultra HD, but I think they also have a Blu-ray one in here as well. Yeah, this is the Blu-ray one, and then this is the one that I can't play, so if I ever get one, which I don't know why I would, I got that. To me, a movie is a movie, depending on the quality, but, you know, I am a bit of a Potterhead. I'm a House of Gryffindor, and I think that this is the best book and the best movie. Maybe not the best movie, but the best book. I do like Year 4. That one is very entertaining. I think they did a pretty good job turning this into a movie. It's very watchable. Some very good moments. It's PG-13. More Harry Potter. We have The Order of the Phoenix. Now this one was also a Goodwill one. I actually got that last Harry Potter one at Best Buy, I think, along with Child's Play, so that one was expensive. And considering it was an Ultra HD 4K or whatever. You know, but then we just got another Goodwill one, which everybody loves the Goodwill one, and it's widescreen edition. Now, I haven't seen the movie start to finish. I mean, I've read the book, which the book is, wow, it is really long. I'm pretty sure it's the longest Harry Potter apart from the Deathly Hallows. But yeah, I think this is a pretty important one in the Harry Potter series. So, yeah, no. It's, sleek, swift, and exciting. We talked about CloudNine. We talked about Descendants, but you can't talk about either of those without High School Musical. Now, I originally watched High School Musical when I was in 6th grade because I was in a production of High School Musical at my junior high, which, wow, that was a weird time in my life, but wow, this is a good movie. It's very cheesy, you know, but it's honestly such a classic. It is the original Disney Channel original movie. They made 3 of them, but the first one is obviously the best. Encore edition, of course, you know, I'm a bit of a Disney Channel fanboy, but I do like this is a really good movie. I'm not gonna lie. It's rewatchable, it's short and sweet. It's a good movie. A classic movie, or the Blu-ray movie, we have Napoleon Dynamite and What Do You Want? But yeah, this movie is very funny. This was the one that I got at Best Buy, if you see the Blu-ray, which most of mine I got at Best Buy, if they're Blu-ray. You know, this is a very low-budget movie, if you can't tell, but that's really just the genius. It has so much charm. It's hilarious. It's wonderfully original. It's just a good movie.
P.
Next we have Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. I think this is the first one in the series. I'm not sure, but it feels like it is the first one in the series. I didn't get this one. This one's just kind of been in my family for several years, and I decided to watch it. Which it's pretty good. You know, you want to have a selection of movies, so variety. You always gotta have some pirate movies, and this is definitely the only one that comes to mind. You know, Johnny Depp is in it. Johnny Depp does a pretty good job. Nickelodeon, and I showed you a lot of Disney, but now we have some Cartoon Network, and we have the regular show Slack Pack, another Goodwill, of course, and this is not a movie. This has some of their 12 episodes of pure awesome. I think this is very funny. I do like this. Regular show is one of those shows where I was too young to watch it when I watched it, but now that I watch it as I'm older, I definitely enjoy it a lot more, and I find no shame in watching this. You know, it's funny, it's entertaining, it's rewatchable. It's a really good Cartoon Network show.
S.
Now, ogres are like onions, like in Shrek 2. A lot of people say that Shrek 2 is better than the first one, but it's a close call, but I think the first one is better, but Shrek 2 is definitely a classic, of course. You know, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. I didn't script any of this. Oh, but it's also a full screen version. I think I also got this one at Goodwill. I don't think I see a Goodwill sticker on here anyway. I might have ripped it off, I don't know. And we have Shrek Forever After, the final chapter. I don't have Shrek 3rd. I do have the first one, but that one's on VHS tape. This one is also a Goodwill $2.99. But you know, this is not the last one in the series. Shrek 5 is coming out, and I'm really excited for that one. But this movie is interesting. I remember seeing this one when it came out. It's a very weird concept, but I do enjoy it. It's absolutely wonderful. And another TV movie, we have the Simpsons Movie. This one is weird. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I do really like the Simpsons and everything, and I like the Burger King commercials that they had for the Simpsons Movie. And I'd be willing to watch it 20 or 30 more times. It is definitely, I'm not gonna lie, this is a very strange movie. But you know, it's still a good movie. I still keep it. I still watch it. I would still recommend to just watch the cartoon instead. But you know, if you're really a big fan, you gotta see the movie just for that milestone. I'm a big fan of SpongeBob SquarePants. I think that is one of the best cartoons of all time. And the SpongeBob movie was very good, but a lot of people were really hard on the second SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of the Water, because this one came out in 2012 to 14 or 15 maybe, I don't know. But I was actually very impressed with the time that this came out, because half of it is actually in 2D animation, which is, you don't see that come out in theaters anymore, so this is one of the last well, partially 2D animated movies that came out in theaters, unless you count the Teen Titans Go movie, which, wow, that was dreadful. But I actually do really like this. I think the soundtrack is very good. It's also on Blu-ray. I think I got this one pretty cheap for what it was. One of them's, and I think one of them's Blu-ray and one of them's just regular. Yeah, they never came out with a third movie because life sucks, but I think this one is still pretty good, not gonna lie. The Sand People, I killed all of them. Not just the men, but the women and the children, which all happened in Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Now, Episode 2 isn't as good as Episode 1, which the prequels are definitely interesting. I definitely don't dismiss them in any way. This was another Goodwill one. You know, I do really like Star Wars. I only own the prequels, but you know, it's still a good movie, and this is the last one out of the DVDs and Blu-rays that I have. So, is a movie.
Stay tuned for part 2, powered by iSpeech.